Brett from BangOn.
And I'm Gene from BangOn.
Howdy. On a rooftop about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, it was okay. So basically, the music scene in New York was kind of like not really into like our tastes. So we decided to throw a party on Tim's roof, which is our other founder, and we thought about 100 people would show up. We had a bunch more, and it was pretty fun, and people had a really good time. So we were just like, let's keep on throwing them, and then it just evolved from there.
Yeah. Just tried to get it bigger and crazier each time. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, like, you know, we have to love the music first off, and then it's a question of like who's available. Sometimes we produce stuff like on short notice, and so a lot of times it's like who are we really into right now, and who can come out.
Yeah, and it's also we have multiple stages, so we cover like a couple of different genres. So if there's like a theme or an ideal behind an event, then we'll kind of curate that stage with that music more towards the like fit or feel of the party.
Yeah, and we love to like, you know, find like some like discover guys as well. We think of this as a big platform for talent too, so it's really great to like like amazing local, you know.
Yeah, we booked like chain smokers before they were like huge, and we have Felix the house cat, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like Mr. Ozio.
It's cool when some of like the bigger guys come in too, because it's like not a lot of people that are used to playing giant clubs and stuff, or you know, stadium events with Trade in the background. It's pretty cool. We can bring somebody that's used to that to like funky, crazy warehouse that's covered in art and aerialist on the ceiling and stuff. It's a good experience.
It's not like a typical like green room or experience for a lot of the DJs, like, because they are warehouses. So it's not like sometimes they have to like climb around things and stuff. So it's fun. It's a different experience for them. So. They're big and it's not a club and it's a new experience. You can create more of a like atmosphere in it, and generally people kind of like let loose a little bit more when they're not in a like, it's just a different environment. It's like if you're in the same all the time, it's like you want to be in different spaces and you can do really big stuff in warehouses.
Oh yeah, I mean, plus we like to like show people new parts of the city or create something that you know, I mean, this is going to be the first like large scale event at the warehouse, so we're able to like help out the venue, help out the space
at this warehouse,
at this space, to actually allow them to open doors, to enable them to open doors, I should say. But yeah, I mean, there's so many amazing spots in the city that are giant and hidden, and we like to unlock those. And I mean, you know, like the owners love it too. They're like, wow, great, you know. I didn't think my warehouse was useful, or my like abandoned church could host it. It's like to breathe new life into old beat up spaces.
And you also can't drive in art cars into like any kind of big clubs or anything like that. Actually, they won't let you do anything in them most of the time.
Yeah, so clubs are very limiting in that respect. Yeah. So. It's hard to, like, you kind of have to experience it, you know.
We've got a good crowd. I mean, we have like pretty immersive experience. And
experiences,
safe,
like when you're actually here, the vibe is unlike anything else. It's sort of like between like a festival and like a club at the same time, but also with this huge art component that I mean, I'd say that's like our biggest signature, the amount of like art production that we put into it. So each thing is visually immersive. It depends on the event. I mean, like,
we've been working on an art car for about 3 months.
Yeah.
So if that puts it in perspective a little bit more, like just for this event, we've been working for the last week, like 14 hours a day. from our last space to prep for here. Yeah. Plus this entire area that we're in right now was completely full of garbage and metal and sharp rusty shit that we had to get into a dumpster. Like we filled 2 dumpsters full of stuff. It's just like there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's not just like we show up and put a system into it. It's like there's a lot.
This one's probably like 12 weeks in the making. Other events like Elements, those are usually like year and a half for prep time. That said, we've also, I mean, like
we've done stuff in 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Like from deciding to throw it to it actually happening, and then doing an insane build out. So like, if we can, but it's better. More time is better. Yeah. Though it's possible to do it in no time.
Yeah.
If you have the right people and experience, I guess. Yeah. But we've got a good crew, so it's good. Moon. We're gonna throw a party on the moon.
Totally.
No. I don't know. We want to do international shit.
International. I'm really well, I mean, like more U.S. stuff too. I mean, we've done Texas, Australia.
I think that's Texas, Australia.
I mean, upstate.
Yeah. We've done like stages at festivals and stuff.
But the Mystery Line will do a stage too.
Yeah, we've got a stage coming up. But we'll definitely be doing stuff on the West Coast soon enough.
Yeah.
But then it's all. If there's something that's awesome that we haven't done, like someone said, like, hey, we've got a cruise ship, or hey, we've got like an aircraft carrier or something like that, then we'll use it. But it's just like
it has to be like this. It has to have that same feel, though. It has to have the same signature, you know. To just show up at a nightclub and be like, oh, it's BangOn now. It wouldn't quite feel the same. So
yeah. That being said, we might do one of the club.
I mean, like never say never.
Exactly.
We'll just have to make it awesome.
If it was awesome, we'll do it.
Yeah. It's gonna be really fun. If anything, like, if anybody saw us last year, imagine like 5 or 6 times the amount of. I mean, that was just one vehicle. Now we have 3, and plus the extra stuff.
Yeah, we're basically going to create like I hate saying this, but like a kind of a Moderna kind of feel, so that it's like more art car based and just more of an area where you can chill and dance and talk, and instead of like going to like a big gated area where you kind of like smushed into a dance floor and then there's nowhere to like, oh, I'm tired, I want to sit, and then having to walk for like 2 miles. This, you could be able to chill and climb and look at stuff, and it'll be fun.
We're doing the after party every night for the festival too, so stay tuned to social for details on that. I mean, it's where we live. It's where we love living and partying, and I mean,
most of our demographic.
Yeah, like we used to sort of do 50-50 downtown Manhattan and then Brooklyn, but I'd say once we started doing like over 1,000 people regularly, it was just there's just not that many spaces in Manhattan to do that capacity and beyond. You know, up to 6,000 or more. So. Part of it's logistics, but yeah, increasingly our crowd's kind of out here. Yeah, we get asked that a lot. Like you can count on like I'd say 4 to 6 in general, but then we always have these like we're open to doing more like smaller stuff.
Like last year we did a lot. I think we did like 10 last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of work.
But then in earlier years it was like 12.
Yeah, that was just kind of insane. But
every month. Woo.
But when you start getting like we can't. It's like at this point we can't really do the smaller ones anymore. So yeah.
So yeah, put more effort into
more bigger production into more of a spectacle than just the small scale ones. So it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a lot of folks that come to the parties they don't go to bars, they don't go to clubs, they just go to events.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of like, that was also sort of why we started doing it. I mean, underground is a broad word, you know? It's like you ask, like, what's independent film anymore? What does underground constitute? But like, absolutely. I mean, we started doing things very simply, basic, and just expanded over time.
Open bar.
Open bar. Sake
The
bar.
best way to meet someone.
Yeah. Alcohol's brings people together.
Social lubricant.
Yeah. They might be giants. No, like a ton of different stuff. Like
I remember like Pearl Jam and like Metallica and stuff.
oh yeah, later on, yeah.
Into like hard trance and like, and then I was so eclectic in what I listened to. I was like
Jazz.
a little raver kid. Actually, it was pretty funny. Fat pants and stupid stuff like that. Well, that's stupid, but it was fun.
Yeah, like jazz experimental actually. Yeah, we all have kind of like pretty different music tastes, but when we usually agree, it seems to be a hit.
Yeah. Well, like we all like
That's what we like with the parties too. I mean, that you have multiple stages and different sounds throughout the night. So there's a lot of music out there. I mean, it kind of came from the tradition of the past where we weren't exactly sure ourselves, but it makes things easier. I mean, do you wrap your Christmas presents before putting them under the tree?
Yeah, it's just like it's good. It's a way to kind of like keep the excitement too.
Yeah.
And
Plus, we break new venues too a lot. So
Yeah.
you know,
And
I
we
mean,
don't-
not break, as in start them.
we don't physically break them.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. That's good. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Cheers.